35 degrees outside, guys, and we're supposed to have snow tonight. I thought the shit was over. Ain't over, man. You know, living around here... Hold on, let me put my glasses on. Okay, living here, believe it or not, you have 5 months of winter. We have, the fall's probably about a month long. You know, the 4 seasons it's a thing of the past. There ain't no 4 seasons here no more. You know, we have a summer and a very short fall and a long ass winter. So anyway, I got the light on and I also trimmed that piece of aluminum on the tail section. Let me show you guys. Talking funny, guys, but I had a piece of dog here in my mouth. Hold on, let me get this sheen off of there, off the lens. Okay, there we go. So yeah, remember before how this was coming out a little bit? I took this guy off, and let me tell you what. You guys are worried about those parts flying off, man? It ain't coming off, bro. I had a hell of a time getting this off. It actually took a little bit of paint off, like a little piece here and a little piece around this fastener, and I heated this thing up too. I heated this up with my heat gun, and then what I did was I used a wooden kitchen spoon and I went around all the edges and I shoved the spoon as far as I could in there, and it still took a piece of paint off. So if I ever take this off, I'll take the fender off and I'll cut that like that. So for right now, I'm leaving that on. So that looks a little bit better like that, you know. And I also took the point off the edge, because you see what I did there in my hand? Before I ground this down a little bit, I just jabbed my finger, and that was the result. Because you never know, someone might go by here. You know, this is real close to the back, so I took that off a little bit. So that's done. Now here's the butt end. I need black tape. I have absolutely no black tape in the house. So I had to, I put on shrink wrap on here for now, but I have to black tape this in, then I'll zip tie these guys down. So let me put the, here, hold on, let me turn the lights off in here, guys. All right. So you can see where the light is in the back there. You know, it doesn't look like much, guys, but it adds. You know, and that's all I wanted. You know, unfortunately, the saddlebags do cover it up. I only put 1 in. I didn't put 2 in. 2s, I don't know. I don't think 2's going to make much. Maybe I'll put the other one somewhere else. You know, that's, it's good enough. Here's the light that I use. I got these used on eBay. This is the other one right here. What I did is I went on eBay and I looked for used LED motorcycle lights. And these were like, I think they were like $8 total. They were something like $3.99 and $4 for shipping for 2 of these. And they work perfectly. You know, guys, you can go crazy with these lights. You know, I seen dudes they have the lights in the wheels illuminating. They have the lights in the fender. They have the lights on the rear wheel. They have lights underneath the bike. They have lights on the engine. You know, you could put these things everywhere. You could light the bike up with these. But, you know, you got to be careful where you put them, because you can't put them on a hot part or a part that's going to get hot, because it'll just come right off, and then you'll have problems. So, you know, you have to watch where you put them. I put mine under the tank, you know, and I cleaned the underneath of the tank with acetone, and so far they haven't peeled off whatsoever. And I did the same thing underneath that battery tray, underneath the electronics tray. I cleaned that with acetone, and then I used my good 3M tape. I didn't use the tape that's supplied with these things, because there's like there's a sticky part on that. I used the gasket, because, you know, I put my brownie down. You know, when you put these on, there's no channel for the wires to go in. So what I had to do is I put a piece of my 3M tape on here first, and then I put this foam gasket on, and then I put a piece of 3M tape, double-sided tape on top of that, and it gave me enough room to sandwich the wires into that, so it worked out. You know, having two underneath here, yeah, it would have been brighter, but I don't really think it would have made that much of a big difference. You know, so it's good enough. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with what I did to the rear tail aluminum piece. And, you know, the lights are for nighttime. You know, they're illegal here in Pennsylvania. They are illegal. Some police will bother you. If you get a prick cop, they'll bother you. You know, but at night, that's when you can really tell the difference of what's lit up on a bike. Now, these are 6 LEDs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these are 6. So these aren't going to throw away much. These aren't going to throw much light. You know, so if I would have put, I would have a total of 12 LEDs underneath there. It might have made it a little brighter. I don't know. I mean, I could always add this on there. All I have to do is take that shit off and just solder these on. But I don't know, guys. You know, the wires coming from those front LEDs, they're probably about, they're just a little, they're probably about 1 gauge, maybe, yeah, probably about 1 gauge thinner than these wires here, you know, and I'm afraid of the wire getting hot or blowing my LEDs out underneath the tank. You know, they weren't that expensive. I think I paid, on Amazon, I think I paid $27.98 for the 4 LED kit. Or no, excuse me, that's not 4, that's 2. That's a 2-strip kit. And that was on sale at that time. Now they're probably more money. So, I'm going to definitely be going to the motorcycle show over in the Cary Blast Furnace. That's in September. Because Abamania from Canada, they're not coming to America this year. You know, when we went to see them last year, they were complaining about all the crap they got to go through to cross the border from Canada to the United States. Then when they got to go back into Canada, they got to go through a lot of shit, a lot of bullshit. And they're not coming back to America this year. So I'll be able to go to that motorcycle show in September. I think it's September 24th. I'm now if it rains, I'm not going. If it doesn't rain, I'll go. You know, because I'm not taking this out in the rain. I'm not riding this bike in the rain. I don't do that. Then the Swickley Calf Racer show, I'm going to go to. Last year, it rained. As soon as I was ready to go, I got all suited up, started raining. You know, so as long as the weather's good, guys, I'll go. If it's going to rain, I'm not going. You know, the weather around here is crap. It's crap, total crap. You know, You know, then there's like Three Rivers Harley Davidson. They have a motorcycle show, but the kind of people that go to that, there is some good guys that go to that, but the majority of people that go to that, they want all the attention. That's why they go there. You know, and you know, they'll make cracks, you know, like what the Illumina put on a bike. You know, why did you do that? Why did you put that? You know, you ruined the value of the money. You know what? A lot of these guys, like on the big dog motorcycle groups, I posted pictures of stuff I did. I don't want brownie points. I do it to try to inspire people because that's how I got inspired throughout my life. And I guess when they see the pictures, they're thinking that I'm putting the pictures up there for them. You know, to try to give them a hard on or something, or to try to show them up. You know, and they're taking it the wrong way. You know, I'm not doing this to the motorcycle for them. I'm doing this for me, you see. And this is what these people, this kind of assholes you have running around today got wrong. You know, this motorcycle is not theirs. It's mine. And I'm going to do to it whatever I feel like doing. You know, it's like the one guy, the reason why I left Big Dog Enthusiast is I put a picture of the work I did. And he put in a crack like, you know, I actually feel, he posted, I actually feel sorry for that motorcycle. You know, well, why is that, what I do to my bike, why is that affecting you in that manner? How's that connecting with you? How can that make you have any feelings, what I'm doing to my bike? This isn't your bike. And if I want to lower the value of this, it's my business. If I want to make it better or worse, that's my business. You know, these people, they take this, they take it like a little bitch. You know, a lot of men today, they act like women. They think in order to get some pussy, you got to act like them. And that ain't the way it goes, guys. Women don't want a pussy. They already got one. They want a fucking man. Preferably someone that's mature, like me. You know, so that's how I think a lot of these guys are taking it. They're like, they think that I'm trying to impress them, and I don't give a fuck how they feel. I don't care how they feel. And that's the kind of people you have going to a lot of these motorcycle shows. They're on a wrong road. They took the wrong road. You know, that's why a lot of them, they won't go where biker clubs go. Because they know that they're not going to jive with them. They're not going to get along with them. You know, and I haven't gone to motorcycle parties since I've been involved with motorcycles for 30 years, because there isn't many around here. You know, most of the biker get-togethers in Pennsylvania are like from Gettysburg on over to Philadelphia. There's almost nothing on this side of Pennsylvania. You know, this is not, it's not a motorcycle state, period. You know, yeah, I could ignore those kind of people. That you know, I could ignore the people that I could ignore the rude comments, but you know, man, I just don't need that. I don't need that. You know, the best thing I ever did for myself was stop dealing with stupid fucking people. That's the smartest thing I ever did for myself in my entire life. I stopped being around stupid fucking people. I had a lot of stupid fucking friends, costing me a lot. And I avoided getting in a lot of trouble because of these fucking people. And I stopped dealing with them. That was the best thing I ever fucking did. So, one thing I want to tell you guys about what's going on in Ukraine, okay? I don't want to get too political about this. Now, you have to remember, Russia has control of those nuclear reactors over there. If they lose, they're going to sabotage all 4 of those nuclear reactors. I'm telling you right now. And that's going to be a son of a bitch. They're going to sabotage them. I'm telling you that right now. That's what they're going to do. If they have to back out of Ukraine, they're going to sabotage those fucking nuclear reactors. And they're going to blame it on the Ukraine. They're going to say the Ukrainian terrorists did it. That's what they're going to do. They're going to blame it on them. Oh, one other thing I want to tell you guys. When I took this out last week, I think it was like, 2 weeks ago I took this bike out. Those Reaper blades on the front of the fender, when I'm going down the highway, they sing. So you guys, all that gave me smack about those Reaper blades, oh, they're going to come flying off, they're going to impale someone in the neck, you're going to be brought up on murder charges, on involuntary manslaughter charges. Oh, they make the motorcycle look too much. Well, let me tell you something, they sing. They sing, brother. They make like an aluminum singing sound. Now, I know what you're saying. You're going to say, oh, they're probably shaking. You're wrong. They're not shaking. That's the air hitting them. That's the fucking air hitting them, motherfucker. They sing, brother. They don't move at all, man. I already did all that. I already been there and back. I tested all that, the fucking wind tunnel over in Anaheim, California. Okay, I got that covered already. They sing, man. They make like a metallic singing sound. So that's even fucking better. That's even better. I never figured it would do that. You know, so you have these streamers going down the road. That's all cool, is what it is. You know, it's like, yeah, they sell electric motorcycles, but how are they going to make an electric motorcycle that's going to sound like this big dog? Okay? An electric motorcycle is a piece of fucking shit. They're crap. Take that and take it back to the fucking dump where they bought it. They are not cool sounding. They're not cool looking. They are a fucking an abomination of coolness. Okay? They're making Fonzie roll over in his fucking grave. You know, you cannot have an electric motorcycle sound like a chopper. They can't even be cool like a fucking chopper. Anybody that buys an electric motorcycle isn't a fucking idiot. I don't know, maybe they're a fucking faggot or some shit. I would never buy one of them. I'd buy an electric vehicle. You know, once they make an electric vehicle, they go 400 or 500 miles. That ain't $120,000. I'll buy one. You know, that's not going to take 2-3 days to fucking charge back up. I'll buy one. I'm all for an electric vehicle. But an electric motorcycle, man, no. No. Especially around here, with these psychopaths around here, man, you'll get yourself killed. You would definitely get yourself killed on a fucking electric motorcycle. These people around here are crazy. They're crazier than fucking hell around here. They tailgate around here, man. Everybody tailgates here. When you go out into the road, you're constantly looking in your rearview mirror because you're just so bullied from being tailgated here. You know, we're almost terrorized when we see any lights in back of us, whether it's a fucking street light, a light from some goddamn store. We think it's someone tailgating us. That's how bad it is here. People here just don't, they don't tailgate like you might normally think someone tailgates. They stay like 1 or 2 feet off your rear bumper going down the road 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. That's what they do here. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking you. That's exactly what they do here. You know, they do it because they're very stupid people here in Allegheny County. They're very ignorant people. And they're very impatient people. When you have that combination of an ignorant person that's impatient, they're a very dangerous individual. And 90% of these people carry guns on them. And 90% of them don't know how to use the gun. You know, I buy a lot of used guns off of a store in Little Washington, a gun shop in Little Washington. It's called Ace Sporting Goods. That's a real good gun shop. That is actually one of the best gun stores for used guns that I've ever come across in my fucking life. And all you'll see, if you guys go on that website, it's acesportinggoods.com. That's Ace Sporting Goods is one word, .com, okay? I'm not affiliated with, I don't own it, but I dig them. So you go on there and you'll see all the Glocks. There's literally about 40 fucking Glocks on there right now. Because what happened is all these jackasses that bought a fucking pistol when the coronavirus started and all the riots started. It's mostly all, it probably all was all white people that bought the Glocks. And with the Glock, you have the safety on the trigger. So, you know, a Glock is made basically, you grab it, and as soon as you pull the trigger back, it fires. You know, and a lot of these whiteys, they like to play with their guns. They probably play with both of them. And, you know, with a Glock, you can't play with it. Because as soon as you put your finger on the trigger, you're going to wind up shooting someone in your house. So you know, that's why they don't like them like that. They don't like the safety function. You know, like on my Beretta, it has the safety tang is on the back of the gun or the slide. Okay. So you get all these fucking doers, all these ink suckers, all these do-dabbers, they buy a Glock and they don't realize that it has a safety on the trigger. And that's all you see on there. Right now there's at least 40. There's Glocks from model 17 to model 43 in there. Glock after Glock after Glock after literally dozens of Glocks from these do-dabbers. From these sad-ass, stupid-ass, impatient, stupid faggot motherfucking do-dab motherfuckers of Allegheny County and western Pennsylvania. Now, I didn't buy my shotguns from there. I bought my shotguns from Sportsman's Warehouse. Sportsman's, there's S. That's where I bought my shotguns. I bought my shotguns through Sportsman's Warehouse. But the Beretta, the Model 92 I got that from Ace Sporting Goods. And that was the first pistol I bought like in 25 years. So I'm going in there, you know, and I saw the pistol. It was a used pistol. I bought it. I saw it on the website. I went in there. I think I paid $4.95 for it with I think it has two 18-round clips. And you know, I'm thinking, you know, well, after I filled the paper out, I said, okay, I'll be back in 7 days. And he said, what are you talking about? You'll be back in 7 days. He said, this will take about maybe 5 minutes to run your background check. I say, are you kidding? You know, the last time I was in here was 25 years ago. It might have even been 35 years ago. You know, back then, you filled the paper out and you had to wait 7 days. And you came back in 7 days to see if it cleared. And after he ran that, it took like 30 seconds. I couldn't believe it. You know, he put my information in the computer. It literally took 30 seconds. He came back, and I'm like, I couldn't fucking believe it. I was amazed. And he said, here you go, here's your gun. So I went in there, and I walked out about 10 minutes later with my Beretta. Where 25, 30 years ago, you couldn't do that. You went in there, you paid for the gun, and you had to come back. Because it was the Brady bill, you had to wait 7 days. So yeah, guys, I don't know, man. I don't know if there's anywhere else to put this. You know, I could put this underneath the battery box. I'm actually tempted to do it. I know it's not going to do no damn fucking good. It's not going to make much of a difference. You know, because that's a little area back there. It's not gonna light it up. I mean, I'm looking at the bike now, and there's almost nowhere else I could stick this. You know, I could stick it in front of the that chrome electronic box up underneath the frame, but it'll be too close to the engine, and I'm afraid this will either melt or the adhesive will come off, and it'll drop down and wind up burning. Having burnt plastic on the side of the fucking engine, with this will stick to it, and I'll have a fuck of a time to get this off. So we'll leave that off for now. Yeah, I paid like, I think it was like $7.98 total bill for these. You know, and that's good enough. Right now on Facebook, there's a drop seat trike. I was so tempted to get the fucker. I think it was 13,000 something. It had two 300mm tires in the back, and it was a drop seat trike on Facebook Marketplace. It was like a, I think it was like a brownish red color. You know, I love drop seat trikes, guys. That's my dream, is to have a drop seat trike chopper. You know, if I would ever hit the lottery, I'd do this to the big dog. I'd send this to a company. I'd tell them exactly what I want to be done with it. You know, and cut the frame where the where the battery box is. You cut it there, and you drop it down, and you basically make it like that. All these trikes, they have like the add-on kits where you can see they leave the rear fender on the back. Man, that looks like shit. That looks like total fucking shit. You know, you have a fender on the back of the bike. Sure, that's where the seat is. Well, that's just it. It was an add-on. It doesn't look right. You know, you guys that have trikes, you guys that have motorcycles where you added a trike kit onto it, you might as well be wearing a fucking butt plug because you fucked yourself. Anyway, so I'll leave you guys with that thought.